high like there's something there, but I'm just searching for the unknown.
It's a little different tonight. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Big Bang Theory after show here at the stream.tv. It's, first of all, slutty carrot. Oh, my goodness. And thank you guys on the YouTube live chat for sticking with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, remember that you could tweet at us using the hashtag BigBangAS. And also, those comments, we're going to get to them in just a little bit. Slutty carrot is stuff that we need to be discussing in a very, very big way. But before we do, here with me is Tia Robinson tonight.
Hi, guys.
And yeah, as you can see, we're a panel of two because Lexi's out of town. She misses you all and will be back for the next episode. But okay, so first things first, we have to talk about the slutty carrot. That's the first place we're gonna go. So obviously Leonard reads Penny's journal.
Yes.
And first of all,
Shame.
Yeah.
Well, first, Penny didn't know Leonard's birthday.
Right. Yes, and that's not really
and
good.
how do you not know your husband's birthday? That's crazy to me.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
he's spouting off obviously all this information about her with the social security numbers and the all of her favorite likes and dislikes and all that wonderful stuff, and then he finally gets to the slutty carrot thing that he's like, no, and she's like, no, I didn't tell you that.
right.
Sure I did. Sure you did.
As his voice gets higher.
Right.
there
they are having the conversation. And of course, I mean, you can see this is telegraphed. You can see this going, coming a mile away.
Right.
Obviously, he's gonna screw up.
Right.
That's Leonard.
I mean, he is a scientist. He is very smart, but that's a lot of information to just keep spouting out.
Right.
So obviously, he's had a chance to peruse it at one point and kind of memorize those details. So.
Yeah, and I loved his because she's like, well, once you realize that it was my journal, why didn't you stop? And he's like, well, you know what kind of a bookworm I am, so of course I read the whole thing. And let's be honest, I mean, if you've ever found something like that, you're not gonna stop reading. Would you?
I would hope someone would stop reading.
No, I'm not saying would you hope someone would stop reading. I'm saying if you had found that, would you be able to stop reading?
If I found someone's journal, yes, I would, because I wouldn't want someone else to do it to me. The golden rule.
Okay, fair enough.
So.
Fair enough. I think you might be a better person than me, but I'm just kidding. So, all right, cool. So that happens, and then in order to get forgiveness, yes, to atone for his sins, he dresses like the slutty carrot.
And then the lingerie that he got her that she didn't like.
Yeah.
Because it was orange and it really wasn't cute, and it definitely was not cute on Leonard.
No, dudes should never wear lingerie.
No.
There's just no reason that we should ever do that, and you can't unsee that. That's burned into my brain now.
It is
Unfortunately.
actually. I'm recalling it at the moment. With the socks too, it was just.
I mean,
so
and then the
sad.
striptease, and then the twerking.
Oh.
Let's discuss the twerking real quick.
I think I cried. I was crying.
You were
I
crying.
was laughing so hard I cried. I thought it was hilarious, and it's just the chemistry they have together is so fun. And then when the gang walks in, it's just priceless.
Well, that was the whole thing. I mean, I'm surprised that moment was not brought up again.
Right.
Afterwards, everyone just kind of went about their
yeah.
lives as if like, they didn't just walk in on Leonard in orange lingerie twerking up against Penny. That's something that deserves a discussion, maybe a little bit of ribbing.
But it is the gang. Like they've seen a lot of stuff in their 9 years together, so
That
maybe
is true.
they just chalk it up.
You know what? You're right. We are talking about a group of people who will dress up as characters from whatever they love and go to conventions and whatever. So maybe it's just, hey, it's RPG, role-playing games. Let's just make this happen. You know what I mean? They're like, whatever. You guys are weird. Do your thing. We're not going to mess with it. So I guess they're even. Leonard and Penny are even.
I'd say so.
So let's move on to it's not a production of Oliver.
Oh, the soup kitchen.
Yes,
Soup kitchen,
yes. So obviously, it opens with Sheldon inviting people to come with him to the aquarium, and nobody's even listening. And it's all about the fact that they're going to spend Thanksgiving at a soup kitchen helping others.
Well, first it was just going to be Raj and Bernadette, and then of course when Sheldon's like, Howard, how about you? Of course, that's the only way out is for him to say, I'm going to the soup kitchen too. So he's dragged into it unwillingly.
And then they get there, and that fun scene with when they, for a second, it wasn't going to happen, and then obviously they end up being called in.
Right.
And that exchange between Bernadette and Howard I thought it was amazing.
smug
But at the
smile.
same time, it does kind of bring up that issue of he's really douchey. How is she staying with him? Like, obviously we know he's a good guy,
Yeah,
but
he is.
But he's got a lot of,
I think he just has fun with it. Like, he allows himself to just to probably say things he wouldn't have said in the beginning, and just kind of like be Howard. I don't know.
So you're saying that he was like nice to get her to marry him, and then now
because he was still kind of creepy back in the day, and he was a little eh. I don't know. Maybe she just likes that. Maybe that's just her type.
Yeah,
I
maybe
don't know.
Bernie's like secretly a freak. And she is.
She was last
is,
week.
she
Remember,
is,
we
yeah.
went through that whole Bernie's a freak thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah. But I mean, maybe it goes beyond the whole spying thing. Maybe she's really a freak. What do you guys think? Let us know. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments below. Is Bernie a freak? Why is she with Howard? Let's discuss this. And we're going to get to the YouTube comments and the Twitter comments in just a little bit. But we have to talk about Elon Musk. Okay, so he shows up at the soup kitchen. This is after. First of all, this is after Raj convinces Howard that you meditate with the dishes, and then they get the opportunity to go up front, and then Howard's alone, and Elon Musk comes in. And this is where I thought he was extremely douchey, because he looks at Elon Musk and says, "There's nothing better than helping people."
of course he's not going to say that he was dragged unwillingly into the soup kitchen. I mean,
Well, but he does
he's going
flip
to
it
make
around.
himself look good.
Like he dragged his wife there. And
Right.
It's just cringeworthy, but at the same time, you have to love it.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of really funny moments. I thought the pinnacle of that was the pumpkin pie situation.
Oh,
Right?
that just makes me cringe
I know.
too.
Me too.
Eating leftover food from anybody's table
Bleh.
is never a good idea.
Yeah,
And then-
I'm
sorry.
gonna high five you on
Okay.
that one, because I would never do that either.
And then
ever.
at a homeless shelter, I don't even.
Oh, it doesn't even. I don't care if it's a homeless shelter or if it's a family dinner. I'm not
True.
eating
Well,
off my sister's plate.
A family dinner, I will scarf down my my family's food if it's still there. But that's just me.
I guess I'm more along the lines of like, no, I won't. But I love that. I loved Howard's line where it was, "Oh, you want to share some half-eaten pumpkin pie at a homeless shelter with Elon Musk?" Of course, yes, of course I do. And
If
so,
it gets me to Mars, of course I do.
right,
Yeah.
well, exactly, and so well, you don't see it happen, but Elon Musk is saying basically, give me, I'll give you my email address and we'll
Yeah.
stay in touch. We're always looking for engineers. So Howard may go to Mars.
Maybe
Howard to Mars. We'll see.
Howard and Bernadette, because he wants to take her along, which is very nice of him. We had that whole
Well,
thing
she's
with
carry-on-
Amy.
she's carry-on
She's carry-on
luggage.
luggage.
Yeah.
But we had that whole thing with Amy and Sheldon back in the day, where Sheldon applied to go to Mars but didn't tell Amy, and she
Oh,
got
yeah,
very
that's
offended
right.
by it, and then they had to do the video together.
Well, I don't know if that's better or worse than referring to your wife as
carry-on.
as literal baggage. Like, he literally referred to Bernadette as baggage. So,
Just saying, she doesn't take up much space. She's tiny.
all right. So maybe we'll go to Mars. Maybe we won't go to Mars. We're gonna move on to the main event of the
Yeah.
episode, which is leading up to an episode 2 weeks down the line, which we all know now, or you should know by now, that it's out. Sheldon and Amy are going to have coitus in a few episodes. And to be honest, I'm not sure how awkward this is going to be and how they're going to get away with it, but I know they'll figure it out. Before we move on to the topic that's leading us there, just remember, we're live, so tweet at us using the hashtag BigBangAS. And also, hit that live YouTube stream. We were on there beforehand talking to some of you guys, and thank you for tuning in. We love that you're here, and we're going to do some shout-outs in just a little bit, but let's get to I'm ready to be your girlfriend again.
Oh, the whole trip of them going to the aquarium. First of all, Amy accepting, or deciding to go with Sheldon to the aquarium was great. I thought that was really sweet of her to think that they could be friends and do this. And then their whole car ride down and his lists of topics, because Sheldon gets uncomfortable and he has to have.
Where has the list been all my life?
Right, he has to have these things, and then when the list goes away is when Amy gets uncomfortable.
Right.
Because of the question.
Well, let's talk
Yeah.
about that, because she obviously she nixes the list, she squashes it, and so then he basically says, right away, like, how many people have you been out with? Where did you go? Where did you meet? Did you have coitus with any of them? And so what was interesting to me about that, and I want to know your thoughts too, and also all your thoughts at home. he was really acting like a real guy.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, if I, at least from my perspective anyway, if ever you've broken up with a girl and then you're kind of back together with them, or you're seeing them, you want to know those things. You need to know. I don't know why we need to know, but we need to know, and we shouldn't know, but we need to know.
I think as a human, I think it's just as a human being, it's that curiosity.
Yeah.
Of like what's going on in your life. Is, you know, have you completely moved on? Is this, you know?
But to see it from Sheldon is showing that
Yeah.
that evolution. He's actually
Definitely.
thinking about sex. He wants to know if she's had sex.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, do you think that's crazy? This is them obviously leading up to
What's going to happen?
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's crazy. I think, like you said, they have evolved. I mean, we said this last week. They both the characters have evolved a lot, and I think that, you know, him not having his list, it goes straight to what's on his mind, and that's on his mind. So. He's a guy. He's turning into a man who's had a girlfriend, who's been in a relationship, and now, you know, wants to know what's going on in her life.
He still has a long way to go.
Of course.
And
Of
that
course.
at the
And
end
we
he
love
wants
that, though.
Right. And at the end he wants to know how far away the aquarium is, and she gives him that answer, and she gives him all the answers actually, the same way he asked the questions. And
Right.
you know, I do want to actually just touch on their visit to the aquarium, because watching them play the game together, you know, the thing that was most apparent to me, and I'm sure you all saw it at home, and I know you saw it too, is they're so perfect for each
Yeah.
other. They're so perfect for each other, and I want them back together. So I'm
Yeah.
excited that they're gonna be.
Well,
Unless it's a one-night stand.
we know just a little bit about that episode coming up. But yeah, no, I thought their chemistry's still there, and there's nobody more perfect for Sheldon than Amy. And they get each other. She gets him, which, you know, is a task in itself. So, you know, it was fun watching them be together again. It's been a while, so it was good to see the interaction between the two of them.
I agree. And then we finally cut to the end where Amy basically just swallows her pride and calls Sheldon, I know. And she says that we should get back together again. And Sheldon basically just slams the door in her face and is like, no, I think we need to be friends.
Heartbreak.
Because getting over you is not one of the things I'm good at doing. And you could see her heart explode in her chest at that very moment.
So vulnerable for her to have to say that she wants to get back together, and then not expecting him to say no, but him also maybe needing the time to like step back and learn from the experience that they're going through. So, I mean, it was heartbreaking. And I mean, Amy's reaction at the end was just,
Yeah, she was like, okay. And he's like, well, I'm going to change my, in true Sheldon form, he's just like, well, I'm going to change my answer to, you know, I'll fight, I'll be whatever he said. I don't even remember now.
he wasn't going to eat
He didn't want to eat the
heart-
hagfish
the
anymore
hagfish.
because there was too much mucus, which, blah. But at the end, we end up with heartbreak.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously at this moment in time, they're not together. But we know that something's going to happen. They have to be back together. It's just going to be. It's almost
They're
a
too
Ross and
perfect.
Rachel thing. It's almost, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to go that far.
you never know.
Guys, we're going to be right back with your YouTube comments and your Twitter shoutouts, or our Twitter shoutouts to you. So let us know your theories, your comments, your questions, and we will be right back after this, and we will talk to you about them. So we'll see you in just a bit.
See you in a minute.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, this is for you.
I love it. That was freaking love it.
Oh my God.
I didn't see any of this coming. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah?
I was like,
How did you get here? No.
Like, kill him. Kill him. Definitely kill him. We're cool. Shade. Shade left and right, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies, let's put your 2 cents in.
Rubbed me the wrong way and the right way.
But you were like, well, we want to know what's going to happen.
That was cute.
We just want to say we love you all. Thank you so much for your support. You are all seriously the best in the world. and we
Another
appreciate
beautiful
you so
summer
much.
at the stream.tv, y'all.
Here we go, guys.
Thank you for being here. Peace out.
Bye, guys.
welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for being here with us. So obviously, as you know, Lexi's not here tonight, so I'm gonna actually handle the YouTube shout-outs myself. First off, I just want to say, hey, shout out to Jayla Vincent, you're back with us. Thank you. James at Mirror Domains, thank you. We see you. And Retro Fan Films, love you guys, all of you all. And let's go with some questions here. The first one I've got is where are we? I lost you. Yes. James at Mirror Domains, you were saying you would have preferred really good episode. I wish they cut down more on the Wallowitz group washing dishes to focus more on Leonard and Penny and Sheldon and Amy. And that was right before we went live. And you know what? What do you think? Did you? I
kind of liked the spacing. I liked the three different aspects of the show, and you know, at the end of the soup kitchen with the Wallowitz, all that, you know, he gets to meet Elon Musk. So it's like we get that little turn too. So we get a special guest star in there as well. So I think it turned out well. I liked the spacing of the episode.
I enjoyed it also. I do agree because I agree with both of you. I like the spacing, but I also was really, really taken by the two storylines. So I'm happy that it kind of went that way. James at Mirror Domains was basically saying that I want to watch this episode again, but I don't know if my eyes can handle seeing Leonard in the lingerie again. LOL. Dude, I am with you. I definitely want to watch it again, and at the same time, I don't. So,
but I mean, hilarious moments. I think it was like you said, we can't unsee it, but it was hilarious.
Yep, I'm with you. I loved it. Jayla Vincent, you said, wow, why doesn't Sheldon want to get back together with Amy? He was complaining about it all season, but now he's okay with it. Yeah, I see it, but I think it's, you know, he said it. He's like, I can't, you know, getting over you is really hard. He's scared. He's been hurt. Once bitten, twice shy. I think that's
exactly.
That's the Sheldon thing.
I think
what do you think?
I think that's totally it. I think he's been hurt. He doesn't really know what to do with that hurt. So at the moment, he thinks he can just be friends with her, and maybe that's what they need for the relationship to grow for this little bit of time. I know it's been, you know, for him to be settled in this little bit of time because he hasn't been settled in it. So let him settle in it and then realize he misses her. She wants him back. He wants her back, and then they get back together.
And then coitus. Actually, MJ is the bomb agrees. She says there was a 6-month time jump. Sheldon grew a lot in the time, and he's not ready to jump back into it with her just yet. Frowny face. Yeah, and then Retro Fan Films' favorite moment had to be when Amy says to Sheldon, "I miss this." Yes. Quick shout out to Rosa Rodaletti. Thank you for watching. We see you. And guys, you know, keep tweeting at us all week. Hashtag Big Bang AS. You can always send us comments on YouTube. We do check them, and so we will talk to you. And now, sorry, I almost said Lexi. Tia, Tia's gonna do that. She's good. No, it's important. Tia's gonna do our Twitter shout outs. Let's do it.
All right. So just have a few this week. Thank you again for joining us on Twitter. We have Joe Steiger, and he asks, "How does Penny not know Leonard's birthday if she knew it before when the gang tried to throw him a party?"
That's a bit of an inconsistency.
Yeah.
That's hey, it's my boy Joe. Joe, yeah,
Catching that.
I'm with you on that. I don't know how that happened.
But you know, Penny also is not, she doesn't have like the most retainable memory, so maybe the day just slipped by her.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Or maybe it's just foreshadowing some issues that are gonna, you know, come into their relationship later. Maybe she's not taking things so seriously. Because I tell you this, I know my wife's birthday backwards and forwards.
Yeah. I mean,
Although,
like I said, I don't know how you wouldn't, but
Right?
you know. They've always had a very casual relationship, so maybe, you know, I don't know.
Maybe it just slipped. She's like May or March.
Good catch.
No, May.
Good
catch, Joe.
And then we have, it's Ash just saying. I got it.
Love it.
And I've been waiting on that all season, and Sheldon says no. These writers make me want to jump off a bridge. I know. We feel the same way, and I think it's just, in turn, again, he needs some time to realize what he's missing and that he misses her. And he does miss her, but like just
I think the payoff is going to be that much greater too when they do get back together, because they're milking it, but they're not milking it to the point of like it's not crazy.
Right.
They're just they have to make sure that it's on point.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's a good point. I'm with you.
Go Shamey. And then we have at MTFay8. Big Bang Theory is definitely the show of big scientists. Wozniak, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Mr. Proton, Elon Musk, they all appeared. Who's next?
Ooh.
Who's next? Who would we like to see next?
That's a good question. You know, I would love to see like one of those like junior kid scientists, like the ones who, you know, the big ones. I don't know. I don't. But I would just love to see like some up and coming kid scientists. I just saw. I just glanced at the article. There was a kid who just got a grant for $400,000 for explaining Einstein's theory of relativity in the most simplest way possible. I don't know if you guys know it. If you're on the live chat right now and you've seen what I'm talking about and you know who I'm talking about, it would be kind of cool to have someone like that on the show, just because then you'd get a little notoriety on top of his insane brain.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome.
Wouldn't it be
I think
cool?
That's a great point. Hey, writers. There you go.
Listen to us. I'm just checking this. Okay, good. You guys don't. Nobody else saw it, right?
So that's our thanks for joining us on Twitter. And then again, always use Big Bang AS if you have a question or if you have anything that you want to talk to us about, and we'll be more than happy to retweet you and talk to you. And
tweet at us. Yeah, because we love talking to you guys. So please subscribe to the stream.tv right there while you're watching, and let us know questions, theories, comments. We're not going to be here next week because it's Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to you all. We will see you guys next week. Not next week. The week after. The week after next week, we will be back, and then the week after that will be the big moment. So have a wonderful week. Enjoy whatever it is that you guys are doing. And from us here at the Big Bang Theory After Show at the Stream.tv, we'll see you next time.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye. For more of the Big Bang After Show,
click that button and subscribe to
The Stream.tv.